Hey YouTube, Joe here. Just trying to fix my Chevy Silverado 2014. My son and one of his buddies got in the truck the other day and slammed the door, and the light was on. They re-slammed it and it shut, but then ever since then the door light stayed on, and it appears to be open all the time, which is kind of annoying. So what I'd like to do is I want to show you, first of all, there's the light that's on. And so what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to try to repair this. I've read on the internet a whole bunch of different things. I haven't seen anything on YouTube, so I thought, why not? I did it a couple other times. I'm gonna try to figure this out and show you guys how that all works. So this is the rear driver's side door. And so what I read is you gotta take off the boot and you gotta look. There's either a black or a green wire that can be detached, and so that's what I'm gonna do. So I'll be back in a second here. All right, so I'm inside the car in the truck and looking at the boot that they're talking about. So this is the rubber boot that everybody's talking about, and it should be connected at the top. What I'm gonna need to do is I'm gonna need to get a screwdriver and pop that thing out. You can pull the bottom out fairly easily. Everybody recommends you get rid of part of this bottom boot. So not the boot itself, but there's a plastic piece. So like if you look in here, and it was taped. I already pulled this off because I was looking at it and I decided to make a video, but it was taped onto there. But this little piece right here, this little plastic piece, this 90, is kind of what causes a lot of the tension in that door that's causing those things to crack. So everybody's recommends you cut that off and then try to find the short. So hold on one second. I'm gonna pop this boot off. There's a little notch in the top that you push and it comes out. Give me 1 second to find my screwdriver here. All right, so you just pop that thing off. It's got that top piece, and then it just slides out of the bottom. And then this is pretty easy. It's got just a little pull tab on it that you just raise up and you pull it out. And you can hear my airbag sensors going off. And then what I'm gonna do here, before I even check these wires, I'm gonna get rid of this 90. Everybody says that that's a big problem. So you may have to cut the electrical tape off of it, and I did that already. And I'm gonna cut this off. I'm just gonna use a simple scissors. If you don't have much hand strength, just be careful with those wires as you go. I'm gonna come back in a second after I cut that off, but I'm cutting off this 90 because it is causing issues. Now I do recommend that you wrap electrical tape around those wires because they're gonna rub on the inside of this metal. Over time they're gonna get in trouble otherwise. So electrical tape will be a good thing to help you out. But I'm gonna get rid of this because it's causing too much tension on these wires in the door. So I dug down in there, I kind of pushed the boot back and I looked, and it looks like whoever installed this, either that or there's a lot of tension. My guess, maybe it was a lot of tension. I'm thinking it was, because look at all those wires got snipped just a little bit. And the one that came undone was this little green one. And so my window doesn't go down and my door looks like it stays open. So I'm guessing that is the problem. We're gonna find out and see. I'm gonna feed it through. I'm gonna rewire it. I'm gonna solder it together. And then I'm also going to try to wrap, I don't know if you can see these or not, but I'm going to try to wrap those as best I can with electrical tape so they don't short out on each other inside that boot. But that's what happened. I just had to slide that rubber boot down and take a look, and I got lucky. A lot of people say this black wire, this 1 second to the bottom, is the one that breaks, but I've also seen this green one. They said the green one breaks too. Looks like I'm hoping I got lucky and that this is it, but we're gonna try. So I'm gonna try to do that real quick, and then I'll get back to you, let you know the outcome. So with this wire, it just is not long enough to go back through this boot and catch that other side. So I had to grab I just took a piece of my trailer wire that I had laying around, and I'm gonna, it's the same gauge, same thickness. and I'm going to use that to rewire it. So that's what I'm doing. I'm going to sink it back through that boot. I'm going to make sure I electrical tape it, and then we're going to see if this sucker works. So this is what I did to the wires. I just wrapped them up. It's not perfect, but wrapped them up with some old electrical tape, and just to protect them from this metal, because you know, if they're going to short out over time if you opening and closing the door if you don't have them protected somehow. So put that couple layers of electrical tape around it, got it all wired up, ready to test and see if it works. So it's kind of exciting. I haven't put the boot on yet, but I did put the wiring harness. I did set it in there and locked it in. And the moment of truth is to test. I have my truck running, test your window, see if it goes down. Sure enough, and it's a beautiful day all around. Just saved about $450 is how much they would charge to fix that in the shop. So looks like it's a fixed repair, and I appreciate you staying with me. Thanks for tuning in. Only got a couple of these videos out there, but I figure anytime I find something that somebody hasn't posted out there, anything that can help anybody else save some money, I appreciate you staying along for the ride, and good luck in your own repairs. Take care.